It's the penultimate episode of Archetypes. Meghan Markle drops the word slut and pleads ignorant to the bimbo reclamation movement. She also finally talks about sex. In conversation with legendary writer Candice Bushell, whose landmark Sex and the City column in the New York Observer brought fresh and spiky insight into what the sex lives of single women in the 90s actually looked like, Markle probes the sexual double standards between men and women. The mandatory eye roll soon started because this ridiculous woman is a slut-shamer herself. A.W. Martin on Quora pointed out that Meghan attempted to slut-shame her half-sister. The netizen wrote, "As we all know, Markle assisted Omid Scobie in writing the book Finding Freedom. Markle denied this until Jason Knopf provided the court with emails and texts as well as his personal knowledge that directly contradicted Markle's innocent act. Part of the way that Markle assisted Scobie was by providing briefing notes to be passed to him. Markle wanted him to know her version of a past and family. Unfortunately, as is usually the case with anything Markle says, the briefing notes contained lies and Markle had no problem slut-shaming her own sister. The briefing notes state that A. Samantha had 3 children from 3 different fathers. The truth is that Samantha Markle was married twice and has 3 children. Her 2 spouses are the fathers of her children. There is absolutely no reason whatsoever to bring this to anyone's attention other than to slut-shame. The unspoken insinuation is of course that Samantha put herself about and this resulted in children from unstable relationships. Samantha had lost custody of all 3 of her children. There is no evidence that Samantha lost custody of her children at any time. So not only does Markle want to slut-shame her sister, she wants to make sure that people see Samantha as an unfit parent of dubious character. Markle also goes on to talk about how no matter what the achievement a woman obtains, will be subjected to the phrase "she was a slut in college." The double standard between men and women when it comes to sexual history has always been around, so Markle once again neglected to bring anything fresh to the table. The problem is not with people who will attempt to slut-shame someone, the problem is in a woman who will allow someone to shame her when nothing has been done that's shameful. Samantha Markle currently has a lawsuit regarding Meghan's assertions. Meghan is being sued for defamation by Samantha over briefing notes she emailed to a communications secretary back in 2018. Meghan has been criticised by royal fans on social media after her latest podcast was released. One royal fan wrote, "How can she say her sister was or is a slut? Look at the Sharkle, former yacht girl on at least Jeffrey Epstein's yacht and others. We've good knowledge of what they do, get passed around at the male-only parties that were held by yacht owners. So basically a prostitute, aka a slut. Then a spot as a suitcase girl on Deal or No Deal, dressed up slutty and provocatively. So yeah, great of her to say that about her sister. Pot calling the kettle springs immediately to mind." Another commented, "This bitch of the Americas has a severe case of the pot calling the kettle black. She has no shame, no class, an absolute disgrace by any standards. I refuse to watch any of her podcasts or anything else she's involved with. She'll fall flat on a surgically modified face pretty soon."